to another video. If you're new here, my name is Lala. Hi, welcome to my channel. And if you're returning, then hey, what's up? How you doing? So today's video is just gonna be a quick tutorial on how I do my quick weave, my glueless quick weave. I do use clip-ins. This video today is not sponsored, so it's not about the hair, but how I actually do the install. In my last clip-in hair video, I got some questions about the way I was installing the hair, so I decided to just do a video more dedicated to the actual install versus the hair. I just love methods that are for the girls like me. If you're not into the whole lace front thing and you'd rather have like a leave out, a more natural protective style for your hair, then this video is for you. So if this interests you and you want to see how I got this pretty little hairstyle going on, then just keep on watching. Okay y'all, so the hair is already washed, already blow dried. I'm gonna braid it up, but first I'm gonna go ahead and separate my leave out. This way the hairstyle is more versatile, so whenever I feel like I want to put it up in a ponytail, I can do so. It's not looking crazy. So I leave some hair out in the back, and also I'm gonna do the same around the front, mainly just the area of my edges and of course where I'm gonna have my part. So for this particular hairstyle, I'm gonna have my part straight down the middle. So I'm gonna separate that leave out as well. I try not to leave out too much. It really depends on you, how much hair you wanna have out, but I try to braid up as much of my hair as possible so I can get that growth underneath the clip-ins. Sorry y'all, it's hard to get like the perfect part and get it on camera at the same time. I just do it in a U shape, like I'm doing a U-part wig, and I play around with it until it's perfect for me. So now that all of our leave out is separated, we're gonna go ahead and braid down the rest of our hair. So this part of me like braiding my hair, y'all, it's gonna go by quick. I know it looks like it's gonna be forever, but don't skip ahead. Just trust me, okay? Chill out. So I try to do a medium-sized braid. I can't get it any smaller than that. I don't have the patience, and my nails were actually too long this time anyway. But I usually do about the same size braids. If you can go smaller, that's perfect. I think smaller braids are better for growth anyway. But this is like the smallest I could do to where it's not too big and bulky and it still looks good underneath the hair. So now that the braids are done, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the wig cap. I like to grab mines at the hair store, but they do have them available on Amazon. I will have a link down below if you want, but you gotta use the netted caps because you're doing clip-ins. It only makes sense. So for a longer lasting hairstyle, you might wanna sew your braids down, but I usually just do this. I just do them crisscross. I know it looks like I tied them, but I didn't. And I just put the cap down and I get it as fitted on my head as possible so those braids can stay in place. This hairstyle has lasted me up to 3 weeks. It could go longer, but when you cut the cap, the braids will move around and start coming up from underneath the clip-ins. So 3 weeks has been the max for me so far. So now we're gonna add the clip-ins. I like to use the longer ones to go ahead and lock those braids in place. I go from edge to edge over the braid as tight as I can tolerate because these things can be really tight on your head. You know, every time you get your hair done, it's gonna be tight. But yeah, I go from edge to edge to make sure I really cover the braid and lock it in place. So for the rest of the clip-ins, I do the same thing. I start at the very first braid. So when my hair is down, it's full in the front, just as full as it is in the back. And of course, all the clip-ins aren't long enough to reach both sides of your head. So I just go to the next one and I overlap, like you're gonna see in the next clip after this. So if you haven't noticed already, I'm using two different styles of clip-in hair. I'm using this seamless and this regular weft like this one. I like to put these towards the top because it's easier to go around the part and they lay flatter versus the seamless clip-ins. When you get to the very top, the seamless ones kind of like wrinkle up and they don't lay as flat. So I like to use the regular clip-ins at the top. So now we're gonna cut the wig cap. I literally just use the wig cap to hold the braids in place. Being that there's space between your braids, obviously, because you have to part your hair to braid it, sometimes there's nothing there for you to clip the hair down on. So the cap does come in handy with that too, because you could just clip the hair on the net instead of your braid. So now we're just gonna go ahead and straighten that leave out. Okay, so for me personally, I like to straighten my edges. I don't like putting too much heat on my edges. Edges are important. We need edges, okay? But when my hair is freshly done, I don't like to do edge control. I like for it to just look completely natural. So I just blend my hair in with it. But after a while, like after a few days, I'll just put edge control to lay my edges down because I don't like putting all that heat on my hair. I obviously need a small flat iron for my leave out. So this is what I do, y'all. So quick and easy, convenient, it's cute. Here I'm just showing y'all like the in-between so you can see like my tracks are not showing. I mean, if you look really close, you can see some tracks, but for the most part, it's all covered. It looks good. It's just such a convenient and comfortable hairstyle. Like, I can sleep with this with no issues, put my hair up in a ponytail, whatever I got going on. It's just so convenient to do this hairstyle for me. I also thought to mention this hair is not new. I've used it at least 3 times already. I've washed it, so if it doesn't look that fresh, that's why. So now we're just gonna tie our hair down so it looks nice and flat and neat for my date tonight. So I'm just gonna go in with some edge control, just a little bit, rub that on my hands and lay my hair down flat and use a brush to like just get it in there real good. And I'm also gonna use some Got To Be glue. Someone asked me about this before and asked me how I liked it. This is my favorite hairspray because it doesn't get super hard and crunchy, depending on how much you use and if you like blow dry it down. But when I do it this way, it does not get hard. It's very soft. It feels just like hair. Okay, y'all, so this is my finished look. I already showed you guys how, you know, it can go up in a ponytail, everything like that. I'm getting ready to head out the door. I'm going to dinner, so definitely needed to do my hair today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you all enjoyed in some way. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment down below. Speaking of that, if you haven't done so already, please don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Are there any other methods you would like for me to speak on or try, or like some hair brands you guys have heard of? Just let me know everything down below. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video.